A few years ago, this would have shocked almost everyone. But today, fashion shows worldwide remove more and more clothing, and audiences are applauding it. Some call it artistic freedom. Others think society is changing too fast. But what if this trend isn't really about fashion at all? What if it's about psychology, attention, and our future identity? And the strangest part, the biggest luxury brands are pushing it harder than ever. Suddenly does the opposite. It begins to subtract, piece by piece, until almost nothing remains. The effect is immediate. It is profound. Deeply unsettling for some, for others, it is a revelation. This is not just a trend, a question posed in fabric and skin. This movement did not arrive with a thunderous roar. The world of high fashion has always been a theatre. But now, the play has changed. The curtain rises in Paris. The air is thick with anticipation. Editors, buyers, celebrities, their faces illuminated by the glow of their phones. The first model appears. She wears almost nothing, a sheer veil, a single exquisitely crafted piece of jewelry, a sound cue. A sudden, sharp intake of breath ripples through the crowd. This is a pattern interrupt. It is designed to make you look up. It is designed to make you feel something. It forces you to question what you are seeing. Is this clothing? Is this performance art? The power of this new minimalism lies in its ability to generate an immediate, visceral reaction. So, why do they do it? Why do designers, season after season, choose to strip away the very essence of what we consider clothing? The reasons are complex, a delicate dance between artistic ambition, commercial reality. For some, it is purely a matter of art. They see themselves as sculptors, not tailors. The body is their marble, and the fabric, or lack thereof, is their chisel. They are not trying to create a wearable dress for a cocktail party. They are trying to ask fundamental questions. What is a dress? Is a single elegant string wrapped around the torso a dress? Is bare skin, framed by a sliver of silk, a new kind of fabric? These are not questions for a department store. They are questions for a gallery. Then there is the undeniable logic of commerce. As with any radical shift, this trend has ignited a firestorm of controversy. The debate is fierce. It splits the fashion world and its audience into two camps. On one side, those who call it liberation. They say it's freedom from restrictive traditions, a powerful form of expression, a way to celebrate the human body in its natural state, an act of body pride, breaking free from outdated norms about modesty and shame. Fashion finally growing up. On the other side, deep suspicion and concern. Not liberation, a cynical form of exploitation. It uses the human body, often the female body, as an object to shock and sell. Worries about pressure on models to hit an unattainable physical ideal. The modern fashion show is no longer just a parade of clothes. It has become a short film. The designers and their creative teams are now thinking like movie directors. They understand that the show itself is not the final product. The final product is the clip, the reel, the viral moment that will live on the internet. Every element is planned with the cinematic eye in mind. The pacing is deliberate. The narrative is carefully structured. The show might open with an extreme close-up. The intricate stitching on a single seam. A hand gently touching a rare fabric. The slow-motion movement of feet walking across a reflective floor. These small, intimate moments feel large and significant. They tell a story of craftsmanship and detail, even when the final garment is incredibly simple. Then comes the pattern interrupt. A sudden burst of sound, like a heartbeat, is added just as the most revealing look appears. A slow, dramatic zoom on a model's face captures a flicker of emotion. These are all calculated decisions designed to hold your attention. The role of the audience has also been transformed. Beneath the surface of shock and spectacle, there is another, more subtle conversation taking place. This trend of extreme minimalism also speaks a quiet, coded language about wealth and status. In a world where luxury was once synonymous with opulence, more logos, more embellishment, more everything, this new aesthetic flips the script. The simple cuts, the lack of print, the sheer bravery of wearing so little, it is a luxury that does not need to shout. It whispers. The ultimate statement of confidence is having nothing to hide. The economics of this look can be deceptive. A garment that appears to be nothing more than a few strands of silk or a transparent sheath can carry a price tag that is astonishingly high. The value is not in the quantity of material, but in its quality. This trend, like all things in fashion, will eventually evolve. But its impact forces us to make a choice in how we see the industry itself. Do we continue to view fashion primarily as the art of making cloth, of creating garments to cover and adorn the body? Or do we now accept that it has become something else entirely, the art of commanding a message, of directing a narrative? Some viewers will always watch for the sheer beauty of the craft. Others will watch for the thrill of the shock. And some will watch as cultural anthropologists, studying a reflection of our times. The runway has become a space for every one of them. The final scene of such a show is often quiet. A model takes a slow final walk under a single soft spotlight. The camera holds on her face for a long, contemplative moment. There is no music now, just silence. And in that silence, a simple, sharp question is posed, not always in words, but in the feeling left behind. The show ends, the lights come up,